Today we are going to talk about another job opportunity that you can grab like with your both hands. This one is not only for health professionals, it's also not only for nurses, everyone else. I mean, like hospitality, security, medicine, nurses, fashion designers, therapists, like childcare. I mean, like everyone. So stay tuned. Hello, my name is Mboyi. If this is your first time seeing my face, you're most definitely welcome. Consider to subscribe if you have not done that. I share content about nursing, traveling, migration, and everything else. Recently, I have started to compile a playlist about weight loss and fight against malnutrition in terms of obesity. Okay, now, like I said earlier, we are going to talk about cruise ships. Cruise ships, I think we don't talk about that a lot, especially if you are from Lesotho. There are lots and lots of jobs that are offered by cruise ships, and I have not met anyone from my country. I don't know if you know any person from my country who works in the cruise ship. Cruise ships have lots and lots of job opportunities. There are so many cruise ship companies, and the most common one that I know of is MSC Cruise. Be warned, I'm not advertising anything here, but one after I graduated my midwifery, me and my friends went on a cruise ship vacation from Durban to Mozambique. And since then, we've been like mesmerizing a lot about cruises and the jobs into um, vacations that go with cruise, because the experience is unmatched. The life on the cruise is, I don't know. I even don't know how to explain this, but it's on the level of like here tops. Like imagine having a whole luxury like on the sea. So the crew members on the cruise ship, those people are working there. But the good part about cruise ship jobs is that you get free accommodation, you get free food, you get free entrances to some shows that will be going on the ship if you are not working. You also have free time to travel the world. Let's say you are you are working from a cruise ship that leaves South Africa to United Kingdom. Okay, that would be a long one, probably a week or 2 weeks on the sea. I'm not really sure. I didn't research about that, but I will stitch it somewhere here how long it takes a cruise ship from South Africa to UK. That means you will be traveling for free without paying anything from South Africa to UK, because when you get to UK, then you will disembark the ship and then be on land. Let's say the ship that you work with is on the sea for about 3 to 6 months. You will be traveling all those places that the ship will be going to. If it's from South Africa to UK, from UK to Netherlands, from Netherlands to German, from German to Belgium, like guys, you will be traveling the world for free. So I'm just mentioning this to you guys because there's a lot of unemployment state in my country, and maybe you who are watching this video, you also want to explore something new. I am a nurse, like I have said before. I've been looking into this cruise ship things, and to my surprise, I qualify. I can work in a cruise ship. But most of the cruise ships for nurses, they require nurses who have bachelor's degree in nursing. Most of diploma nurses, I didn't see much on lots and lots of companies about cruise ship nursing roles. And the experience they are looking for is for people who worked in intensive care units, for people who worked in emergency department units, or maybe emergency services like paramedics. So if you are a nurse but you worked for a service that offers first response care, such as working along with paramedics, but you will be a nurse, you will be highly considered. including doctors. The same thing applies. They want doctors to have intensive care unit experience, A&E experience, and all that. That is on nurses and doctors. For paramedics, it's a self-explanatory. You have to have worked for a paramedic service or in a hospital working with ambulance crew. And for people who are into hospitality department, like working in a hotel or a guest house, they have the guide on experience for how long you should have been working there and all that. Like I said, they do not they offer, like I said, they want you to have enough experience to be on a cruise ship. Remember, this is like a moving hotel, so you are far away from everything. You don't have a referral hospital there. You don't have a shop there. If you will be managing kitchen, you know what to order, how much for the journey that you're going to have. So guys, look into this and see if you can be able to apply and then fight the unemployment seasons that we are facing now. How do you apply for this? There are different ways that you can apply into working with a cruise ship. You need to be specific, know what you are looking for. If you want to be looking for kids on the cruise ship, because if I remember correctly, when we were booking our vacation, the cruise ship that we went to was MSC Musica. With their package, they had every adult who was booking, you can come along with your child for free if the child was below a certain age. I can't remember the age range. And children were traveling for free. And with that package, there were moments where you can be able to leave your child for daycare or for night care when you're going out to the club, or you're going for facilities that do not allow babies in, like a bar or something like that. So there are nannies or childcare minders or child minders, if they are called like that, but there is a specific field of people who are working on the cruise looking after children. And then there are people who offer massages, there are gym instructors, there are cooks, chefs, there are security guards, there are lifeguards, there are paramedics, doctors, and all that. The main thing, like general rules that apply for everyone before you apply to be on a cruise ship, is you have to be above 21 years of age, 21 and above. If you are below 21 years, you are highly likely not going to be considered. The main reason for this is that the working age, most of European countries, or let's just put it like developed countries, the working age especially for people who would at some point handle alcohol would be 21. Unlike when in Lesotho, the working age is 18. If you are 18 years old, you can now go to the bar, you can work in the bar, you can drive, you can do lots of things. But for you to work in a cruise ship, you need to be 21 and above, because you will be on the land where the working age is 21. So if you are 18 or below 21, that means you will be considered as a minor in other countries, and minors are not allowed to work. That is the first general rule. The second general rule, you should be fit enough to work. So you will have to provide fitness certificates when you apply. Another general rule, you have to have a valid passport for the length of your contract. Usually the cruise ships jobs, they offer 3 months contract job, 6 months contract, 9 months contract, or 12 months contract. It depends on the cruise that you'll be working with, the cruise company that you'll be working with. But most of them is 3, 6, 9, 12. I've never seen something beyond 12. But yeah, those are the validity period of your passport. So your passport has to be valid for that time. And then you'll be able to obtain visas and all that, because if you are going for a cruise ship that will be running along coastlines of America, you will need a visa for America. And if you are going to work on a cruise ship that is going to go through Europe, you will need to have a Schengen visa and all those things. So you have to have a valid passport. Those are the general rules, and all other rules that will be specific to the type of job that you are applying for. Like I said earlier, that if you are a nurse, most of the nursing roles on a cruise ship, you have to have a bachelor's degree. For people who will be going for or gunning for cruise ships that will go through European countries, it will be a plus and added advantage for you to speak French, to speak German fluently, and Mandarin, I think. Yes. So for Basotho people, my people, I know that there are 2 schools at home that offer French. So hona le dikolo tse ke tsebang hore ho rutwa Mandarin, hona le dikolo tse ke tsebang hore di ruta French. If you have not started, you can start now and learn French and or Mandarin. At least you will have 3 languages that are highly preferred: English, French, and Mandarin. Mandarin, yeah, but French is widely spoken. And yeah, those are the things that I think you need to put into consideration. Look out for the another way for you to get a job with cruise ships. So how do you apply? So how do you apply to work on a cruise ship? There are 2 ways to do it. You can either go through agency or you can apply directly. So if you know these cruise ship companies, you can directly go to their website and then apply. Like the common ones that I know of is the Royal Princess, is Oceania, MSC Cruises. Yeah, those are the ones that are very common. But there are other many cruise ship companies that you can directly go to their website and apply. They have portions on their website that says jobs or careers. You click on that and then it will give you a drop down for specific departments that they are looking for people for, like medicine, culinary, hospitality, and all that. And then the second part is if you go through agency. There are so many agencies, like they are many, and some of them are scammers. Be careful not to fall victim of scammers. If you want to verify a company, you have to have government. You need to know a government website for the country that you will be looking into. And then you go on the government website, search the name of the company and the registration number, they will appear. For example, if you are searching for cruise ships in UK, you go on gov.uk, search for the name of the company, and then it will show when it was registered, the registration number, who is the director, and all that, to verify that this company is not a scam. If it's a scam, it won't appear. It will never appear. So there is one agency company that I have seen lots of people talk about that are working for cruises, and it has many offices all over the world, and even in South Africa they have an office. So if you are looking into working for cruise ships, I will put a short clip on here on my screen so that you can see this company and maybe try your luck with them. So guys, good luck for everyone who will try this, and if you happen to be successful, please come back and comment on this video so that you can give us a gist on what is going on in the job. Thank you very much for watching this video thus far. I'll see you in my next upload. Bye.